All right, here's a story. I I once went with Rabbi. Here's Rabbi Mendel Futerfass. I showed you his picture before. There's a picture of Rabbi Mendel Futerfass. See, you have all these reflections over there, but there he is. And so he passed away. By the way, this year is the, I guess, 30th year, I guess, of his passing. 30th, huh? No, 29th year or something. Of his passing away. 29th, 28th. Anyway, so he passed away. He was a very positive person, very happy person. The Rebbe chose him to be the what do you call it? The Chassidic head of the yeshiva. It was over the Rosh Yeshiva in Chassidut, over the mashpia in the yeshiva, and he went through Siberia. He was put into Siberia. I don't know for how long. 10 years, 7 years. Maybe he was there for 7 years. I think he was sentenced to 10 years. Anyway, so I knew him pretty well. He taught in the yeshiva, and I also taught in the yeshiva. I taught Americans, and he taught. So we got to be very friendly. I learned with him for a while. Anyway, so once we were in America, I don't exactly remember when it was, but we were in America. I think that it was in Pesach. I think so. And they arranged for a small group to go to this home for the aged. So we all went to this home for the aged, and it was a Jewish home for the aged. So we went, there was like 5 of us. And Rabbi Mendel was one of them. They brought a guitar for me. I played guitar, and there was this other fellow that he sang. He had this sort of operatic voice. Anyway, he sang, impressive voice. And then there was like 2 fellows that came along to dance with the people. And Rabbi Mendel. So there was like 5, 6 of us together. Anyway, so we sang a few songs. Everybody gathered around. There was maybe like 30 of these old people. And most of them had, helpers, and a lot of them were just hunched over this. And we had to sort of situate ourselves in a way that people that couldn't come out of their rooms, they could hear us. Anyway, so they were in various stages of age. Right? So we finished singing. And we went around and we talked to the different people. So I went with Rabbi Mendel. He went to this old fellow. The guy looked like he was maybe like 140 years old. He was just all hunched over in his chair, and he was drooling, and he was, all of them were Jewish. A non-religious guy, didn't have a yarmulke on his head, nothing. So Reb Mendel went over to him and he said, they spoke in Yiddish, and he said, "Wie alt bist du? How old are you?" So this old guy is just sort of hunched over. He said, 92 years. 92, 92 years old. So I'll finish the rest in Hebrew, in English. So Reb Mendel said, 92 years old? I don't believe it. You look like a young man. Said, 92, ich glaub nicht. Du guckst wie ein junger Mensch. You're 92, you look like a young person. He said, Rabbi Mendel said this about maybe 2 times. You look like a young man, look like a young man. So when he said that, the person, he sort of looked up a little bit. And Reb Mendel so repeated it. You don't look more than 60. You look like a young person. I don't believe 92. That's just wonderful. And Reb Mendel kept going on like that. And he said it maybe 5, 6 times. And each time he said it, the person sat up a little bit straighter. And finally, the last time he said it, he said, you look like a young person, 92 years old. How you've kept yourself so well. When he finished, the fellow stood up and he sang the song. I don't know, whatever the song it was. There's some Polish song. And he sang the song, and Reb Mendel held his hand in. So I saw how Reb Mendel took a situation that seemed at face value to be an old man, a hopeless guy. He had 1 foot in the grave. And all of a sudden, just with a few words, he revealed inside of him, this person, his true young soul, just with a good word. So how powerful a good word can be. And of course, I think a big point of it is that he was genuine. Reb Mendel wasn't just saying it because he read it in some book that you can do this. He did it because he genuinely wanted to benefit this person. And he knew that the way to benefit him is to bring out his positiveness and his youth and his potential. And so he said, it was the most amazing thing. So he said, Du guckst wie a younger Mensch. You look like a young man. And I saw it with my own eyes. Every time he said it, it was like the guy got a shot or something, or somebody turned on the electricity or turned up the like you turn on a fan to 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's just going on faster. The person all of a sudden he became alive. So one good word can enliven one person, and that one person can enliven other people, and they can enliven others. And that's the power of being positive and the power of love. Have a good day with Mashiach now.
And just one more good deed could bring Mashiach.
That's right.
Your Divrei Torah always say.
Okay, thank God there wasn't a power shortage today, and we can be happy. See you all tomorrow, 8:15.